Soldiers sent to Southeast Asia, they had to work in the heat, and they got in trouble with the head. So he made a helmet for heat isolation, and that's how Arai started. He was a son of a hat maker at the hat shop, and the hat was for police force or government officials. In those days, they put hat. He was making a hat like that. He somehow was acknowledged as the man who has the ability to invent something new. So Japanese army forces, he somehow made a contract with him and asked him to make some headgears for the army. His shop was in Tokyo, but in Tokyo there's no place to do that. He happened to find this exact location, open space. So he made a plant to make the heat isolation helmets. He was not a college graduate, but he likes to make something. He likes to invent something. And he first started making helmets for construction workers. At that time, it was right after World War II. In those days, there's nothing in this country. His hobby was a motorcycle. He made a helmet. And that was the first helmet he made for himself. One day, he finally made a fiberglass shell. And that probably was the first fiberglass shell in this country. He showed me, hey, son, this gotta be thing. And that was styrofoam liner. It's sure that he made the first motorcycle helmet in this country. And what he made is the same basic construction what it is today.
I do not think I'm a third generation of Arai. I just only one of member of Arai family, includes every staff and consumers. Every day, I would like to establish our philosophy further.
It's like an orchestra, no? It's like orchestra. There got to be a lot of different parts, and when all those functions put together can make something. When all those something is put together into one direction, can achieve something. I want to make something more than just the goods, and that's the music I want to play. And these days, people here, they start to feel that they're part of the symphony, players, and I think that's what Arai is.
The philosophy of Arai helmet began with generations of family members focused on the task of protection for the motorcycle rider. As riders themselves, in the past and in the present, protection is their primary concern.
You gotta make it comfortable, nicer, quiet, and good for wind resistance. And but if you look to go after the other field, you tend to forget about the most important role of helmets. That's protection. That you never should forget. That's something I would never forget. Most important role of helmets. That's protection. That you never should forget. That's something I would never forget. Shell is not strong enough. The thing that hit me will go right directly into my head. I don't want to see that. No, they make shell styrofoam lighter and softer, nicer to your head. We keep making shells stronger and stronger. It's like before I think of anything, I just keep moving toward that way. My father made helmets here. There was no standard. So there was no way to tell which gives better protection. But my father always wanted to make something better. Somehow worked out some device to measure the impact absorption characteristics of helmets. Some criteria to tell from good or bad. No? It's a very primitive device. Measure the load transmitted to the headphone. No? Hey, my son, this is how it works. No? So if it's load is smaller, it's going to be better to your head. No? So let's make it better. Let's make it more comfortable. Let's make it nicer to your head. Let's do that. No? So that kind of words has been keep giving to me. So it was my body, my blood. No? After I took over him, it's like making helmet better means making a helmet that can protect you, my head.
Arai's all-consuming emphasis on protection is evident before you ever enter their headquarters, and it starts with its shell design. Handcrafted by skilled artisans who then later scan that design into powerful imaging computers, great care is taken to minimize or eliminate sharp angles or corners, anything that might initiate rotational force during a potential impact. Once completed, the design is translated to a mold using their in-house CNC equipment. From there, highly trained shell experts load the molds with a randomly formed fiberglass bird's nest, a set of proprietary liners and meshes, then finally, a specially formulated resin compound developed by Arai. When the shells emerge from the mold, they're trimmed, inspected thoroughly for correct specifications, and sent on to paint, hand assembly, and still more inspections. Fully assembled helmet samples are brought to Arai's test lab. Here, the helmets are dropped for impact performance evaluation. Not just to satisfy industry standards, but more importantly, to satisfy the Arai standard.
Why, we must have come quite a way. Still, the outer shell look not very much different, but the little difference increment, change here, change here, change there, I keep adding up and making it give better chance of protecting the wearer's head. That's the way we're going, and that's what I am, and I'm a helmet man, and also I know that I live only once. I've been seeing so many cases in my life. I live all my life making helmets, seeing helmets, and I've seen a lot of things, and I know that. What a big difference a helmet can make. Old helmet, look, not much difference, just a little difference. But the little difference, when it's accumulated all together, can make some difference. We want to keep making that difference bigger and bigger. That's the role of Arai, and we keep working that. I'm a helmet man, and also I know that I live only once. After I inherited and I started to take over this business, slowly and gradually I started to observe nature in a more serious way than ordinary people do.
Nature has developed the shape of an egg to survive damage caused by unexpected impacts or collisions. Arai sees no cause to re-engineer nature and keeps its shells in the naturally reinforcing oval shape. Time and again in testing and real-world impacts, this shape has proven to be the best at smooth and rapid dissipation of impact energy. Maintaining shell strength throughout the helmet, even to the lower perimeter, helps maintain helmet shape integrity and added protection. It also serves to lower the helmet's center of gravity and decrease rider fatigue. Head shape is important too, as a poorly fitting helmet will cause discomfort and will eventually be removed. Arai offers multiple interior fit shapes to better fit our customers and keep them comfortable while riding. To date, no helmet is effective unless you're wearing it.
I made a spill every once in a while. I ride a motorcycle. I made a little spill. Actually, the guy cutting in front of me, and I made a spill and hit something. And I was didn't know what to say. And what I said was, I made a very stupid words. I said, I'm sorry. I said that. I never should be sorry, but I didn't lose the consciousness. I really hated that. I should have said, what the hell are you doing? But I lost halfway unconscious. And so in order to make me stay better, the styrofoam better be softer. And the thing that contacted me the first is a styrofoam inside. So I wanted to make it softer.
Mr. Arai's quest to make a liner that offers the necessary protection led his engineers and designers to devise a one-piece, multi-density liner.
硬く裾に向かって硬くなるような方向ですね。これなんかはコルセア V なんですけども、前と後ろを分けてあって、さらに頭頂部を柔らかくという。
EPS densities are varied depending on helmet type and location within the shell. As one cell is crushed upon impact, the surrounding cells assist with energy absorption. This is a costly and complex process that the Arai family would rather not leave in the hands of those concerned with profits before protection.
I don't want to be bossed around anybody. Stockholder boss me. And we want to do what do we want to do. You want to make helmets safer? I want to make it safer. But if somebody says, hey, do something to sell more, I don't want to listen to that. That's why we don't want to go public. So we stay the way we are. And we keep ourselves, so that nobody tells me what to do.
It becomes clear as you learn more about the Arai helmet philosophy that they're not driven by profits or stockholder demands. They are driven by one single principle: world-class protection for the rider. Experienced riders and power sports pros alike depend on Arai helmets and the protection they offer because they know that shape matters.
I don't want to be bossed around anybody. Stockholder boss me. And we want to do what do we want to do. You want to make helmets safer? I want to make it safer. But if somebody says, hey, do something to sell more, I don't want to listen to that. Nobody tells me what to do.
The Arai family knows that every detail counts. Being riders themselves, 3 generations have tested and continue to test and experience for themselves how every part of the helmet works and what benefit each offers towards making a helmet better. It doesn't stop with the shell and liner. Every part of the helmet is engineered toward the same goal: protecting the wearer's head. The 3 major subsystems of the helmet: the face shield side pods, the brow vents, and the cheek pads also play very important roles in protection. The face shield. It seems simple until you look deeper and consider its function as well as its effect on the helmet design and performance. Arai stays with a side pod mounting mechanism, refusing to compromise the shell shape, liner density, or thickness, as a smoother, rounder shell shape helps disperse impact energy more efficiently over a larger area, allowing for the use of softer EPS material. Arai developed an extremely elegant shield design that carries the shield mechanism outside of the shell, keeping the recess extremely shallow with smooth, flowing transitions that help maintain better shell impact performance. An incredible engineering masterpiece that, once understood, will have even the staunchest of critics singing its praises. Side pods are more expensive and complicated, but Arai's experience has demonstrated their value time after time, part of their commitment, their very DNA. Maintaining the integrity of the helmet shell is key to protection. So rather than punch extra holes in the critical forehead area for a brow ventilation, Arai prefers to utilize the existing eye port opening and ducts air through face shield vents to deliver additional air to the helmet interior, an Arai innovation. A helmet that fits better is more comfortable and is more likely to be worn. The second stage of fitment, after the crown size and shape, are the cheek pads. Arai's latest patent-pending FCS, or Facial Contour System cheek pads, are engineered for a more comfortable fit, offering the perfect balance for all-day comfort with underlying stability and support that offer the potential perfect fit to accommodate more facial shapes with micro-fitting peel-away layers. And it is worth saying that a more comfortable helmet takes away distractions like hotspots or movement at speed, allowing you to concentrate more on riding. The less distraction you have, the more enjoyable and safer the ride will be. Additional liner innovations being implemented now and for the future are micro-fitting temple pad layers, again to help more people better match their unique head shape. A properly fitted helmet all around provides the most comfort and gives you your best chance in an impact. Every component of an Arai helmet plays an important role in protection, and every Arai worker is laser-focused on better execution and quality demanded by Arai to meet and exceed the goal of increasing performance and protection for the wearer.
Keep looking at the same direction. That is important. If you look on this way, next day that way, that wouldn't happen. Just to keep looking and focusing on the same direction for decades after decades. That's built something. I think that's it. These days, people here, they start to feel that they're part of the symphony, players, and I think that's what Arai is.
When protecting the wearer's head is your main focus, dedication to quality control and your craft must follow. This is the world of the Arai family. Young and old alike, they share a passion for riding and their job, producing the best head protection they can for their customers. During the production process, the helmets are inspected at each stage and, when complete, every single helmet shell is inspected at 2 official and separate inspection stations. The final inspection is carried out by members of the Arai staff that personify the painstaking care that goes into every Arai helmet and feel a great responsibility to make sure that every Arai that passes through their hands is worthy of bearing the Arai name. Building the fiberglass shell is a serious concern, and becoming an Arai shell expert is a process that can take up to 5 years. The nearly 30 steps required to construct a shell is performed by only 15 such experts at Arai.
全ての母体が無駄な重量をつけないように、ギリギリの形をしたマットを使ってますので、決められた指定の位置に、ピンポイントでしっかりとセットする。ことが重要。今まで結構大きい企業とかにも勤めてきましたけど、やっぱり社長からしてもうバイク好きですし、やっぱりこう家族的な距離が近いというか、経営陣との距離が近いというような雰囲気はあります。お客様、その先にお客様が見えるような、作業をしてもらえるように、技術的なことは後からついてきますから、ただそこからやってもらい、育ててもいきたいなと思います。
Youth and experience come together at the factory, where every department takes responsibility for head protection and quality control.
そうですね、若い人と接触もできるし、また綺麗なものを作ってるし、安全な防体も皆さんのお客様のために作る帽子やってますので、すごく自信を持ってできるっていう感じですよね。安全を第一にするっていうのがもう体の中っていうんですか、もう耳から聞いて体の中までそういうことをもう会社全体、仕事してる全体の人がそう思ってますので、安全とお客様のため、それに専念して仕事するようにしてます。長年お勤めさせていただいて、明人さんが小さい頃からそれこそ
When I was born, already I played around this company. I saw and molding, and I saw helmets, and also workers. And I know, I got feeling. I got feeling what they did.
Protection, fitment, innovation, quality, dedication, and experience. These are the characteristics that separate Arai helmets from all others, not the least of which is an industry-leading 5-year warranty. There is a difference. Arai helmets, putting protection first,
Most
always.
important role of helmets, that's protection. That you never should forget. That's something I would never forget.